And just like I always tell you guys, the internet is undefeated. Fans went on to find yet another clip of the Game lying on Kendrick. This time, it was the Game claiming that he was the one who told Kendrick to change his name from K.Dot to Kendrick.
I've been knowing Kendrick since he was, first starting off in hip hop. I took him around the world with me, man, on my tour, and let him, him and J-Rock was doing their thing with Top Dog opening up, and it's really dope to see, hard work pay off. Somebody that I helped, shape and mold. I remember when I told K.Dot that K.Dot wasn't gonna work, and that he should just change his name to Kendrick, and he did that. And next thing you know, it's aftermath, and people are checking. Bitches are like, Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? But Kendrick is like our West Coast Nas, so to speak.
Why the name switch?
I just felt like, the artist that I wanted to be was somebody that, that people can actually feel and relate to. You dig what I'm saying? With the story about me growing up in the whole city, I feel like, the best artists in the world is people that, actually gravitate toward their story and actually can say, that's me. So I said, you know what, I want to wake up. I woke up one morning, I said, the best thing I can do is start giving these people me is, giving them my name and what my moms call me rather than what the homies call me.
That's right.
K.Dot. Homies call me that. That's when I grew up in the neighborhood in Compton. My mom's called me Kendrick, straight up. Kendrick Lamar.
Straight up.
Yo, Pop Pulse fam, what is going on? Welcome back to PopPulseReacts, where we give you that perfect blend of the internet's strongest reactors all in one powerful mashup. Before we dive into this wild situation, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with the fam. Today's mix is crazy. Game claims he tried to sign Kendrick Lamar, but Wack 100, Two Ts, and multiple reactors are calling cap. We break down the lie, the receipts, the phone calls, the tension, the history, and the fallout. This is about to get messy and hilarious. Let's get into it. It all starts with the Game insisting that early in his career he begged Top Dog to let him get Dot. But instead of excitement, this claim immediately raised eyebrows, especially because of who stepped in next. Before we continue, let's be clear. Wack 100 is not just some random commentator. He's the Game's longtime manager, a controversial but deeply connected West Coast music executive who has been involved in major industry disputes, viral clubhouse moments, and behind-the-scenes deals for over a decade. When he speaks on West Coast history, people listen. So when Wack 100 and Kendrick Lamar's own security guard, Two Ts, both push back against Game's story, suddenly the whole situation feels a lot less like nostalgia and a lot more like somebody trying to rewrite history.
Where the Game said he wanted to sign Kendrick.
So it's like, he got that, but I always knew. So in the beginning, I would be going, in the beginning of my career, I'd be going by Top Dog's house and just, helping him with J-Rock stuff and lending my, 2 cents since I was a little bit, ahead of the curve than from where they were. And I was always asking Top, I was like, yo, let me get Dot. He was like, no. And so he knew what he was. I knew what he was.
So when you say let me get Dot, are you talking about let me get him as an artist or as a feature?
Let me get him as an artist because I already knew. I knew what he was gonna be.
But the internet wasn't buying it, all right? When people were trying to make sense of Game's claim, Kendrick's own security guard, Two Ts, stepped forward and shut everything down immediately. Remember what he said when Game told that story? Yo, blood faking. He never wanted to sign Kendrick. That one comment shook the whole conversation, and instead of backing off, Two Ts doubled down hard the next day, saying he's not doing no faking this year. From that moment, you could feel the energy shift. This wasn't just a disagreement. This was somebody from Kendrick's inner circle calling foul in real time, and the reactors felt it instantly.
This prompted Kendrick Lamar's own security guard, Two Ts, to speak out and call out the Game. He said, yo, blood faking. He never wanted to sign Kendrick. And as a matter of fact, you guys, the next day, Two Ts doubled down again. He responded back to a comment where somebody tagged the Game and said, T said you cap. Two Ts went on to say, I'm not doing no faking for you niggas this year.
Two Ts said, I had enough. We ain't lying this year. 2026. Oh yeah, we get... Oh my God. And then when you think of Game and the Nipsey Hussle stuff, you think of Game in the Photoshop picture of Tupac. You think of Game, and it's like, there was at one point where Game had people like, Game it's the same thing I always notice with Game when he raps. He always got to name drop people. He wants to be looked at. Game is a hip hop nerd, and that's beautiful for anybody who does it. Problem is, he wants to be looked at the way he looks at like the Snoops, the Eminem, but it's just like, brother, you are a great rapper. You are, when it comes pen to pad, minus that Black Slim Shady, whatever that was. You're a great rapper. Nobody will ever take his skills away from him. Your personality makes it very hard for people to enjoy your music, and that goes to your music, believe it or not. So like, the messages come out a certain way because it's coming from you. That's just what it is.
Of course, he has a new album that's launching this upcoming week, or a new project, Gangsta Grills with DJ Drama, that's about to drop. And he just ironically is now speaking highly of Kendrick again. And I seen it from the beginning. I wanted to sign him. I went to Top multiple times. I wanted to sign him, right? He also has a clip where he was on stream with Neon last night, where he let it be known that Aiden Ross is banned from LA. Basically saying if Game catches him as an Aiden Ross in LA for speaking down on Kendrick, something may happen to him. Now, of course, we didn't hear none of this from Game when all of this stuff was happening. We haven't heard from Game in any capacity in relation to Kendrick Lamar other than passive-aggressive behavior in 2024. But now that he has an album about to drop, he's now speaking highly of Kendrick again and trying to have his back.
With the internet exploding and everybody choosing sides, Back on Fig jumped straight into the chaos. Trail and Smack, two people who are locked into the West Coast scene and actually know the players involved, decide they not letting this rumor run wild. So what do? They call Wack 100 directly on live stream. And this is where everything gets crazy. You can hear the tension immediately. Smack bringing the history, Trail pressing for clarity, and Wack picking up the phone like he already know trouble is coming. This isn't YouTubers reacting. This is Kendrick Circle, Game Circle, and Wack Circle all colliding in real time. And the second Wack starts talking, the whole story flips on its head.
Well, a couple days ago, shout out to Back on Fig, T-Rail, and Smack. They called up Wack 100, Game's manager, to ask him the question: did the Game try to sign Kendrick Lamar early on? Wack 100 went on to confirm that the Game is lying. Wack said if it came out of Two T's mouth, it's the truth.
Hey, Wack. Wack.
Travis 6180. What up?
All right, look, we talking about this shit. Yo.
Sorry to pause again, but the person talking is Smack. And if you don't know, Smack and TDE are like this. Not only TDE, but Smack and Kendrick are like this. Like, Smack was, he's in, I'm pretty sure, the Num Num Juice music video, and he's in the DNA music video. So, like, they members.
Artist went on the thing talking about that he tried to sign Kendrick Lamar, right?
What are you talking about? You talking about Game?
Yeah, hold up, Terrell, you explain it, because I
remember like this. You have to remember, and I think Terrell gonna agree with this. You wasn't around back in them days.
When they had GDE, I was around.
No,
yeah.
we talking about before J-Rock even had the feature with Wayne and all that shit.
Yeah, I was around with my brother Q. I was around.
But I mean, whatever him and Top Dog conversation was, I can call Top.
Well, we can call him too.
Y'all know Top. I do know Top at one point in time had kind of wanted to do a joint venture. I don't know if it was with Rock. I don't know if it was with, but that only Top could Top and Two Ts could speak on that, because Two Ts was gang security, and Two Ts always been who he is at Top. But
and Two Ts spoke on it. He said blood is lying. He never wanted to sign Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, so why if Two Ts spoke on it, why you calling me about it?
Nigga, because these niggas is arguing. Hold up, Wack.
I can only speak on what I did for Kendrick Lamar.
What you do, Wack?
Well, I'm the first nigga put him on New York radio. First nigga put him on a New York stage. But a lot of niggas I did that for, because I had the K-Slate plug. And Top, if you listen to it, when I called him from No Jumper, he told Adam, nigga, Wack gave me the keys in New York. So that's what that was. But other than that, I don't know what Top and Game discussed. Two Ts would know, because Two Ts was always the go-between to that. So if Two Ts said that, that's what Two Ts said. I ain't talked to Top about that. But what difference do it make? Because that's still a TDE movement regardless.
Yeah. We niggas was just trying to solidify that answer. You feel me? Once Two Ts came in there and he commented, I feel like, hey, that's what it is. Now you have to argue it.
We both know Two Ts don't really do social media, but like I said, I'm gonna call Top today and ask him now. I see that it's floating. You know, I do know at one point in time that it was conversations of trying to do a joint venture. I don't know if it was just overall. Probably back then, let's keep it real, J-Rock was the topic. You know what I'm saying? It was about J-Rock back then. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he approached him about Dot.
As more clips came out, it became obvious this wasn't just about a lie. There's real tension between Game and Kendrick's inner circle.
I just called Top direct and that, but if Two Ts said that shit, then there's probably some validity behind it. But then again, it's a little bad blood with those two.
Now, we also got to finding out that the Game and Two Ts do not rock with each other. We knew that it was friction between the Game and Kendrick's camp, obviously with the Game not supporting Kendrick while he was beefing with Drake last year. But looks like these guys, Two Ts and the Game, have their own personal beef, which might make more sense as to why Two Ts later on, after confirming the Game was lying, he went on to say, yo, who's looking for me? Pull up. My office hours are from 6 and 8. So far, the Game has not responded back to Two Ts. Right now, he's on the press run. I believe he's gearing up to drop an album. So hopefully somebody does ask him about this, and hopefully he does have a good response to it.
And just when the drama couldn't get any deeper, the internet pulled up another old clip. Game claiming he told Kendrick to change his name from K.Dot to Kendrick Lamar. The reactors couldn't believe it.
And just like I always tell you guys, the internet is undefeated. Fans went on to find yet another clip of the Game lying on Kendrick. This time, it was the Game claiming that he was the one who told Kendrick to change his name from K.Dot to Kendrick.
I've been knowing Kendrick since he was, first starting off in hip hop. I took him around the world with me, man, on my tour, and let him, him and J-Rock was doing their thing with Top Dog opening up, and it's really dope to see, hard work pay off. Somebody that I helped, shape and mold. I remember when I told K.Dot that K.Dot wasn't gonna work, and that he should just change his name to Kendrick, and he did that. And next thing you know, it's aftermath, and people are checking. Bitches are like, Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? But Kendrick is like our West Coast Nas, so to speak.
Why the name switch?
I just felt like, the artist that I wanted to be was somebody that, that people can actually feel and relate to. You dig what I'm saying? With the story about me growing up in the whole city, I feel like, the best artists in the world is people that, actually gravitate toward their story and actually can say, that's me. So I said, you know what, I want to wake up. I woke up one morning, I said, the best thing I can do is start giving these people me is, giving them my name and what my moms call me rather than what the homies call me.
That's real.
K.Dot. Homies call me that. That's when I grew up in the neighborhood in Compton. My mom's called me Kendrick, straight up. Kendrick Lamar.
Straight up.
So as you can see, two contradicting and conflicting stories. Kendrick said he came up with that on his own because he wanted to rebrand on his own, and that was his thing. Game said I was the one who suggested it to him. And of course, we know Game will input himself on anything. He photoshopped himself into photos with Tupac. He said he woke up out the coma to 2001, the same time Dre dropped 2001, even though Chronic 2001 came out like 2 years before. But he gonna insert himself in the story if he sees fit.
Very, very nasty work. Shout out to Wack 100 for not trying to twist it and defend the Game. We all know Wack 100 rides for his people publicly. If he rocks with you, he's not going to make you look crazy. No matter how much he knows what you're saying is wrong. So the fact that he refuses to cover for the Game this time lets you guys know the Game was capping.
And finally, the fallout. After Wack went public, rumors spread the Game fired him. The reactors broke down the tension, the birthday post drama, and the long-term split.
A lot of you guys got in my comments and said, Chicks, Wack 100 is not managing the Game anymore. As a matter of fact, these guys don't really mess with each other like that. Now, last night, the Game did a stream with Neon. If you guys don't know who that is, Neon is a streamer. He collabs with different artists, athletes, search. Last night, the game linked up with Neon. He was celebrating his birthday. And while he was on stream, shout out to this channel called Just Clips. He was the first one to realize, yo, Wack is no longer the game's manager. Once Neon pulled up to the restaurant, he was greeted by the game's new manager, Trav.
All right, we'll get out from there. And maybe not a big ass light once we get inside.
I'm not trying to watch this whole Neon clip. Let's get to the
Is this all black?
Yes, sir.
Ah, thank God.
Travis a game manager.
God.
Travis a game manager.
God.
Travis a game manager.
Oh, what an edit.
How you doing, brother?
Hold her the spot right here.
Hello. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Welcome.
Yes, sir. I'm cool to stream and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's run it. Let's go. Thank you so much. Hello, how you doing? How you doing?
Now, this is interesting because over the last couple of years, there's been rumors and whispers about the game and Wack 100 not really rocking with each other. Some people say it's because Wack 100 was part of the reason why the game lost his lawsuit, which he currently has to pay back over $7 million. Now, regardless of the rumors going around, these guys have not made it.
That's also a very weird case, by the way.
Public that they don't rock with each other. And Wack 100, who has a podcast with Adam 22, and you guys know how Wack speaks on other people's business. He literally has a team on Clubhouse called the Exposers.
We're going to stop right here. If you want to watch the rest of their lore together, I just wanted to show y'all that they don't work with each other. Now, it is seem a little weird that Wack wouldn't make that known when the back on Fig Boys called him, especially when he said, why don't you call Top? I would assume if they don't work with each other anymore, he would have said, why are you even calling me? Why don't you call we don't work with each other? I feel like that would have been the time to say that, but it's looking bad.
Now, in music and entertainment, you can have multiple managers. You can have your day-to-day manager, you can have a road manager, you can have your overall business manager. So we don't know exactly what role this person plays, but clearly it wasn't Wack 100, and I do believe that there was some tension between Wack, Kanye, and some other things that were going on once upon a time, because again, there was some stuff that could have gotten leaked. I'm not going to get into all of that, but there was some interesting information that could have been leaked years ago, and Wack was at the epicenter of that situation. So I think Game may have cut him off a while back, but it's just now coming to a head with this conversation. All right.
Age of social media and website screenshots just aren't good enough, right? And you see this right here though, this what is Instagram official. Wack made a birthday post, a happy birthday post that is sitting on his messy ass feed right now. In the game, like most people do on their birthday, he's been reposting IG stories and posts from the people he fucks with the most. But you see, Wack's post, well, it has not made it to the game story. And he's made plenty of posts even hours after Wack's post. So it's not like he was too busy to see it. This is a clear message, if you will, in at least in Instagram language.
So as Just Clips revealed, Wack 100 put a post up wishing Game a happy birthday, and Game has yet to repost it. All right, so he's also trying to, paint the scene there that Game is reposting all these other people that are wishing him a happy birthday, but he's just conveniently not reposted the one from Wack 100 on his story, basically further solidifying that there may be a little bit of dissension between the two parties. All right.
And that Pop Post fam is the full breakdown of the Game versus Two Ts versus Wack 100 saga. Whew! The lies, the receipts, the reactions, everything unraveled quick. Let me know in the comments whose take hit the hardest and what topic you want next on PopPulseReacts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so this mashup gets boosted in the YouTube algorithm. Love y'all. See y'all in the next one.